Hello, and welcome to this belated installment of my S-Rank No Hope walkthrough for Jake's campaign in Resident Evil 6. I do apologize for the long delay. The reason I have taken so long to upload this video is because I'm an idiot and actually deleted my footage for this chapter by accident. It's taken me a long time to work up the desire to come back and replay this for the purposes of recording it, but better late than never, I suppose. The footage you're about to see is from a different playthrough than my previous Jake videos, which is why my inventory is going to be a little bit different than it was in Chapter 3. Part of the reason I was so upset to have lost that footage is that Chapter 4 is by far the longest and most difficult part of Jake's entire campaign. It has many dicey and annoying sections, the first of which is this motorcycle chase, which is maybe not quite as bad as the snowmobile section in Chapter 2, but it's really not far behind. While making turns during this section, you'll really want to hold down on the brake trigger, because banging up against a wall will hurt you quite a bit on No Hope. Your biggest concern here, though, is that any head-on contact whatsoever with a parked car will kill you instantly, so you want to be very careful how you drive. When you reach a part that's dense with cars, my advice is to take your finger off the gas button and take your time weaving around them. There's really no punishment for taking it slow here, so it's best to play it safe. Sherry will try to keep the enemies off your tail, but a few of them will get ahead of you, and all you really need to worry about is steering clear of the Molotovs that they throw down, because, again, on No Hope, they will do a ton of damage to you. And that's really it as far as this motorcycle section goes. It is very long, but it is quite dangerous, so you really just need to be careful.
Damn it! I can't hold on! Yes, you can! I'm coming! You okay?
Yeah! Nice catch!
if we didn't have enough problems!
Watch out!
Here we go! Hold on!
Now we have a very long helicopter section, which is supposed to be an alternate view of the section we did with Chris and Piers in Chapter 3 of their campaign, but this time it's from Jake and Sherry's perspective.
But if Chris is here...
The best way by far to avoid getting hit by the copter is to stay underneath this particular awning. From here, you can take out the Juavo that will drop down in large numbers throughout the fight. Once a certain number are dead, a cutscene will trigger and the section will end. Unfortunately, your range is extremely limited due to how small this awning is, but venturing out for any significant length of time is basically suicide on no hope, since the helicopter will usually log on to you pretty quickly and do massive damage to you. Fortunately, it's not on you to kill every Juavo in the area, because Chris, Piers, and Sherry's AI will eventually kill anything that you don't. It may take several minutes, but they will get the job done.
dropping like flies. We'll have this mess mopped up in no time. Kill them all!
Roger!
Kill them all!
I'm on it!
Kill them all!
Now's a bad time!
Kill them all!
I'm on it!
Ah!
Jake! He's the last one!
Kill them all!
Roger!
And I thought we'd be here all night. This way!
Okay! Roger!
A large group of Grasshopper Joava will invade this area, and I highly recommend taking them out with flash grenades and remote bombs as soon as they appear. From there, you'll want to climb a ladder and begin preparing to take down the helicopter once and for all.
Screw all this running! I'm taking that chopper out!
How? With what?
Not sure. Kinda making this up as I go. Ha!
Chris is on the roof trying to take that chopper down.
Not going too well.
The goal here is to break every box in the area in hopes of getting as many grenades as you can. The more you get, the quicker this part will be over. If you're lucky like I was here, you'll get enough grenades to take the copter down. If not, you're going to be stuck trying to take it out with the sniper rifle and waiting for your comrades to once again do a lot of the work for you.
On it!
If you stay on the rooftop you see me staying on to shoot at the copter, you will more than likely be safe from the Joavo on the ground level. Every once in a while the copter will stop to quickly drop off some enemies on your rooftop, and when it does, it will get there by flying straight at you. At which point you'll really want to take cover because it will take that opportunity to shoot directly at you and damage you severely. Typically, it'll drop 3 Joavo on top of you, which I recommend stunning with a flash grenade if you have one. Otherwise, use a high DPS weapon like the assault rifle to take them out quickly because there's very little room to evade them. The majority of this counter consists of you waiting to get a clear shot at the copter. Wait until it comes to a complete stop to take a shot at it because you really don't want to waste grenades. Also, I suggest laying on your back while you wait because doing so will expand your range and help you get more hits off on the copter.
Did you even see the kind of helicopter they sent after us? A bird like that cost around $15 million. Man, terrorism is stupid.
Maybe they have an oil baron or two in their pocket.
Oil barons, huh? You know, in the country I was born in, people think Uncle Sam causes most of the problems in this world.
Yeah, sure. Everyone loves to blame America for everything. We're not the bad guy, Jake. Look, these terrorists have unleashed bioweapons on our country, too.
So the whole world's going to hell.
And you're the only one who can save it.
Well, shit. As long as there's no pressure, right?
Okay.
Man, everywhere you look, there's more of these assholes. Sucks being so popular.
This part is all about using your cover effectively. You'll want to peek your head out and take shots at the initial wave of Joavo that come for you. Sometimes these guys will mutate into the stretchy arm variety of Joavo, so be on the lookout for that and keep your distance if they do. Keep in mind that you can lock on for a charge attack from very long range, so that might be a more efficient way to take them out than shooting them should they mutate into the long arm mutation. You'll get some sniper ammo on a box up ahead, so use it on the Joavo at the end of the street and make your way up the ladder to unlock the door. This part is tricky because the last Joavo you killed are going to morph into Straylat. There really isn't any easy way to deal with two of these things at once, so all I can say is keep your head on a swivel and take them out with the slide and grapple technique as quickly as you possibly can. It is possible to make your way to the next section without engaging the Straylat at all, but in my experience they will usually meet you at the door and corner you, which is obviously a very bad position to be in.
Roger!
Smells like death. Just like Adonia.
A group of Joavo will come through the door here, at which point I advise stunning them with a flash grenade and taking them out with a remote bomb. Otherwise, you're going to have quite a few of them running around at once, and it can be difficult to keep track of all of them.
Roger!
Be sure to grab the shotgun at the top of the stairs and drop down to what is a particularly dangerous street section. It's tough because you're going to be swarmed by enemies and you won't always be able to see them coming. On top of that, at least one of them will morph into a Straylat here, so you've got to worry about that too. My best advice is to mow the Joavo down quickly with the assault rifle, as you really don't want them attacking you while you're dealing with the Straylat. Keep in mind that there will be enemies shooting at you from the scaffolding above, but fortunately in my case, Sherry took care of them for me. Ahead will be an enclave with a handful of machine gun Joavo, two of whom will morph into yet more Straylat. If you're lucky, one of them will be preoccupied with Sherry, allowing you to kill the other. If not, this is yet another situation in which flash grenades can come in handy. Once they're both dead, make your way through the door to the right and prepare for your first fight against Ubistvo.
Roger!
And here we have Ubistvo, which is the chainsaw enemy that all Resident Evil games from this time period were apparently required to have. There really isn't too much to talk about with regards to this fight. It's pretty straightforward. Just shoot it with your most high-powered weapon, in this case the Magnum, and watch out for the stray Joavo that will also show up. If you're lucky, Ubistvo will kill the Joavo for you by chainsawing it, but I had no such luck here. The most important thing is keeping aware of your surroundings so that you don't get stuck when Ubistvo starts flailing its chainsaw at you. Also, you preferably don't want to find yourself in the middle of a reload animation when this happens, because Ubistvo will move pretty quickly and you very likely won't have enough time to move out of the way. Other than those couple of pointers, just shoot at it until Sherry tells you that now is your chance, at which point you need to run up and R2 grapple it to kill it.
Now's our chance!
He's all yours. Take that, you piece of shit! Did that do it?
I think he's down. It's American! Roger. Watch out for his arm!
Now we have a battle with Ustinik, which you'll remember if you did Leon and Helena's campaign. If you didn't, I'll explain once again what you need to do to survive. You're going to be relying almost entirely on explosive gas canisters to damage Ustinik. I will show you where all the crates full of canisters you need to push are. If you play your cards right and shoot the canisters when Ustinik is near them, you should have more than enough to take him down. I will also show you a somewhat risky way of getting a first aid spray and a handful of remote bombs, all of which are very valuable at this stage in the game.
for brains! Over here!
Now's our chance. Let's go.
Roger!
Okay.
You got it. You've fought this thing before and you're still breathing? I'm impressed.
Are you
Roger!
kidding? I get a kick out of this.
You're not entirely sane, are you? How is he still standing?
Don't get me started! But maybe the force will stop it once and for all!
As soon as the gate opens, there will be a big box that is only movable once all 4 characters arrive to it. It can take a while for all 4 of them to arrive, during which time you will be vulnerable to Ustinik. If you're able to move the crate though, you can use the ladder to climb on top of it, and jump a couple of times to find a briefcase with the items I mentioned. Like I said, it is a risk, but that's a pretty nice haul if you can manage to get to it.
Like I said, indestructible.
I was hoping you were exaggerating.
Afraid not. Doesn't mean we gotta make things easy for him.
We're gonna head to the Wu Lung building over in Kuchang. That's where I'm meeting with Simmons.
Sherry, listen! Until we get there,
Roger. Kuchang is up ahead, at the mouth of the river.
All right, come on.
Jesus Christ!
Watch out! This day is never gonna end, is it? Come on!
Here you're going to square off against Ubisfo again, along with a whole bunch of Joavo. This is where it really pays off to have collected all those remote bombs during the Ustinek fight. Using them to damage Ubisfo and the other enemies is a really great way to make this fight go quickly. The important thing here is to keep moving. If you're standing still, you're a sitting duck because of how cramped this little rooftop area is and how many enemies there are attacking you in Sherry. If you have a handful of remote bombs at your disposal, you should be able to finish this section within a minute or so.
shooting at us!
They're not shooting at us, they're helping us. Maybe it's your buddies in the BSAA.
I think he's dead.
Let's hope it sticks. Found us another boat.
I just saw some sort of light or something in the water.
Jesus Christ!
And here we fight Ubistvo one last time. What I mentioned before about not getting caught in a reload animation is even more true here, since you are in a very small space and you need to be able to evade at a moment's notice. Apart from that, it's another pretty straightforward encounter. Just shoot it with your magnum until the fight ends.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but whoever they are, they just saved my life. Over there! That's the rendezvous point.
Shit! Sherry!
Jake! Roger.
And there you have it, S rank for Chapter 4. I apologize once again for not getting back to this sooner, but as you just saw, this chapter is quite long and chaotic, so I really had to build up the nerve to dive back into it. Well, I hope you were able to find some of these strategies useful, and I will hopefully see you again for the final chapter of Jake's campaign. See you later.